All right, for number 4, it is basically asking which of the following are true. Roman numeral 1, 2, and then 3, okay, which I'm not writing because it's going to be irrelevant. They give us this thing right over here which says C, that's the temperature in Celsius, is equal to 5/9 times the temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32, okay? It says here then, so what we got to do is go through 1, see if it's true, and if it's not true, cross out 1, and then we cross out D, you know, like that. And we're going to go through each one, okay? So it says a temperature increase of 1 degree Fahrenheit is equivalent. So if we take this temperature and we increase it to 1 more, would the change be 5/9? So you know what? What we have to do here is we have to create a baseline. Okay, and what a baseline is something like this. If I were to say something like, in the beginning of the summer, I was 140 pounds. How much weight did I gain by the end of the summer? Okay, because if I just said, how much weight did Miss Jennings gain by the end of the summer, you'd be like, I don't know how much she gained because I don't know how much she weighed at the beginning of the summer. Do you guys get that? So what we first need to do is figure out what the baseline is. You got to figure out how much I weighed at the beginning of the summer, because then you can figure out how much it changed. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a baseline first for number 1, okay? So for 1, I'm going to use an easy number, like if I plug in 32. So basically what you want to do is plug in your own number, okay? So the reason I'm going to use 32 is because it cancels things out and makes it easy. If I put a 32 in for F minus 32, what does that equal? 0. 5/9 times 0 is always going to equal 0. So basically when the Fahrenheit is 32, the temperature is 0 in Celsius. Okay, now that's my baseline. So now we're going to start doing what we're really supposed to be doing. They want us to increase the temperature in Fahrenheit plus 1. So I'm going to go plus 1. What does that mean my Fahrenheit is now, everyone? What's 32 plus 1? 33. Okay, so now I'm going to increase it by 1. And I'm going to go Celsius is 5/9 times 33 minus 32, which is easy because it just comes out to 5/9 times 1. That means that it's going to be, when we increase it 1, it's going to end up going from 0 to 5/9. Now, is that an increase of 5/9 when I increase it by 1 in Fahrenheit? Yes, it is. So we know that that works. Okay? I'm going to move this up a little bit so that I could do my number 2. So for number 2, it says a temperature increase of 1% or 1 degree Celsius. So now we're not looking at the old Fahrenheit section. We're looking at this now, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing, okay? And I'm going to rewrite it here since you can't see it. Now I'm going to increase this, okay? But I got to get my baseline first. So when I do my baseline, I'm going to say when C is 0, 5/9 over F minus 32. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to divide out the 5/9. Divide out 5/9. 0 divided by anything is 0. That crosses out, so it's going to be 0 equals F minus 32. Move the 32 over, and F is going to equal, because I'm going to go positive 32, positive 32. F is going to be positive 32. That's my baseline. Okay? So when the Celsius is at 0, my Fahrenheit is at 32. Okay? Now they want to know, so this is my baseline. Let's do what number 2 says. It says a temperature increase of 1% Celsius. So now I got to go 0 plus 1, because I'm going to do plus 1 now. When I make that 1 equals 5/9 times F minus 32, what I'm going to end up getting is I got to divide out the 5/9, divide out the 5/9, and what happens? How do you divide a 1 by 5/9? It's really 1 times, you guys know KFC, right? 1 multiplied by the reciprocal of that. So this is really going to equal 9 over 5 equals f minus 32. Okay, so if I want to find out what is f, I'm going to add plus 32. Those cancel out. Plus 32. So f is going to equal 32 plus 9 over 5. Now, we can't do anything with this, everybody. Why? Because the denominators are different. There's a invisible 1 as a denominator here, and there's a 5 here. So all we got to do is change it into that denominator. Okay? So I'm going to make this a 5 down here. 1 times what is 5 is 5. 32 times 5 is 160. So this is going to be 160, and I'm going to cross this out now. So 160 over 5 plus 9 over 5 is 169 over 5. If you were to divide that, and you have to do it by hand because this is a no calculator section, this would be 3 goes in there, 15, you get 1, 9, and it's going to be 3 again, 15, 4. So we're at the end of the game. So here you got to put a period or decimal. 33.8. So when we change it plus 1, when we had 0, it was 32. When we added 1, then it yielded 33.8. Is that a 1.8 change? Yes, it is. 32 plus 1.8 equals 33.8. Therefore, we know this one works. So we know 1 and 2 work. By the way, what I should have done, after I knew that 1 worked, I should have crossed B and C out. That's how I know I don't need to even mess with C, which is Roman numeral 3. But now I got to test out 2 because it was left over. Now I know D is the correct answer.